Recording. So it's May 3rd, 2015, and you're watching Mods on Air. Oh, don't tell me that.
No sound.
Windows.
So we're going to sign language the intro music.
And go.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. Yeah. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard. Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty.
I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Hoi hoi all. It is May 3rd. You're watching episode 471 of Mods on Air. And we're going to bring you the week in gaming news this past week anyways. Yes, we want to talk about what's been going on as far as video games. So, yes, I am foyleman. Also on the show today we have with us Breesy. Hello, Breesy.
Hello.
Yes, Breesy. And Stryder's with us. Hello, Stryder.
Hello, everybody.
There may be some adult themes, language, and such. So if that could be offensive to you, then I don't know. Figure it out.
Fuck off.
He's going to say fuck. See, I told you. I tried to give you a warning, but nope.
Yeah.
No.
Someone had to.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick up from a story that we had going on last week regarding the Skyrim mods. If you remember, Valve was allowing Skyrim mods to be sold on the Steam platform, and they have since realized it was a ridiculous idea, and it is gone. Goodbye, Paid Skyrim mods.
Yeah. That's not a shocker at all, really.
Of course, there's people that are angry about it. Or upset. I know we had a couple posts in our forums from people that were modders that expressed their view that, you know, this was a way for modders to make some money off of their mods. Obviously the legal hurdles we discussed, which were, you know, you don't actually own the content. Doesn't matter if you made it. You made it on somebody else's engine, and the EULA says you don't own that content. It's actually against the law to make money off of something you don't own. So I think this will probably come back in the future, but there's going to be some sort of understanding or agreement reached between the electronic distributor, in this case Valve, but there is other electronic distributors out there. There's going to be some sort of an agreement written into the EULA, I'm guessing, in the future that's going to allow for this type of...
I don't think that's the issue, though. The main issue here is that, or to me, the main issue is that anybody can go ahead and take anything that they want, even somebody else's mod, include it in your mod, or call it your mod, and then sell it. There's no copyright. There's no rule.
I don't know if that's as much of a issue as the ownership of the material, period. It'd be like you coming up with a custom game engine, and you know, you're releasing content for that engine and making money off of it, and someone comes along and says, well, I'm going to mod this and I'm going to sell these mods, and you get no money for it, but it is your game, it is your engine. And I think that's more where this got pulled back. It's like, well, hang on, we got to cross this bridge and make sure all our ducks in a row first. I do believe this will come back.
I don't see the complaints, though, between Bethesda and Valve. I see the complaints between the people attempting to use the mods.
Yeah, but I think this was dealt with at a higher level than we're going to be.
Okay. I could see that Bethesda maybe stepped in and said, this is not working, shut it down. I could see that. But
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But it was, I don't know, it's just...
Pony dragons flying around.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. For all the bronies out there.
Those are not dragons, those are My Little Ponies. That is fucked up. See, now this is what's wrong with the mods today. In my day, we made it so your head popped off and exploded in gore and blood, and now we have My Little Ponies.
Everyone was naked, right? And that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, bring back the naked mods. Like, come on.
Oh, there's plenty of them for Skyrim.
Yeah, I think there are.
You know, Skyrim is a game that I have purchased when it was on sale, and unfortunately, well, or fortunately, I still haven't downloaded it and played it. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get sucked into the 300 hours.
Exactly.
I don't have that kind of time commitment.
And it is a game that will do that.
Yeah.
Did for me anyway.
What would be worse? Because I'm watching these My Little Ponies breathing fire. Is if someone made those Care Bears and they were all doing like the Care Bear stare instead of breathing fire. It was like Care Bear stare coming off of their bellies. That would be, you know, that's a mod that needs to be made.
Maybe you can sell it. No.
So what happens to all the people that bought the mods?
They got refunds. I think they all got refunds.
Did anyone buy the mods?
Oh, they was going nuts with the buying. Yeah, that's why there's so much backlash.
So I would have thought everyone would have just downloaded all the mods they wanted before it happened.
Maybe somebody was smart enough to do that. All these mods are out there for free. You don't have to purchase them all.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Well, they used to be free. Now they'll probably not be free. As a matter of fact, the owners will probably all delete them.
And here's the problem with it now. Even if they made a nickel on them, now all of a sudden they have this inflated value for their work. Whether or not it was worth it or not, you know, it may have been worth a nickel. It may have been worth, you know, more than a nickel. But if they made that nickel off of it, now they're going to artificially inflate the value in their own minds of what their work is worth. Not saying that this is, you know, good or bad, but you're going to end up with a whole bunch of phone-type game mods that people are going to think, well, this has got to be worth $20 because I spent at least 5 minutes making this. And they're going to try and sell it for that. So when it does come back, or if they were available for free before, now they're not going to be, and people are going to try and sell them outside of Steam. It all legally comes back to you don't own that content, period. Right.
Yeah, Bethesda did go out there to the press and say, we believe most of the mods should be free, but that modder should be rewarded.
That's the thing. Reward the modder, but don't. How do you reward the modder monetarily, or does it even have to be monetarily? I mean, when we were modding Call of Duty, there was always some douchebag that was trying to take somebody else's work and sell it. But for the most part, people getting congratulated on their work or seeing people play on their work, that was reward enough.
Yep.
Hello, Breezy's girlfriend.
Yep.
I'm back. Back in the room. But was it actually, I don't think it was the modders who were asking for this in the first place, was it?
No.
Nope.
There was actually a good, I don't know if any of you saw it. Do any of you follow Total Biscuit on YouTube?
No.
No. Well, he did a big podcast with modders and things like that, and they were all saying the same thing. It would be nice to make some money off it, but they don't do it to make money off it.
Right. So probably the people complaining the most are the ones that try to take advantage of the system.
Yeah, basically. But I'm not surprised this fell through, and I'm not surprised so many people. I mean, we all said it wasn't going to work. If they want to do it, like I said, do a donate button.
Yes, there you go. I agree. Valve did something interesting though. They go and do this. They give you the opportunity to sell, then they yank the ability to sell, and then they go out there and they say, okay, all you developers who happen to be on Steam, which I assume include Greenlight developers, you now have the power to ban people from your game in Steam.
So this is where I've got a little bit of confusion on this. So you can ban people from your game, or you can ban people from Steam, because Valve's ban hammer is
big, broad.
You cheat on a Steam game, basically your account gets banned. If they're going to loosen that up and allow the individual developers to decide who's cheating and who's not cheating, and then if they extrapolate that information from them and say, all right, you know, because in the minds of, say, a developer, you can be cheating even though you're not, because you have a different piece of software on your hard drive or whatever. You may not be cheating. You know, I'm not condoning this. I'm just kind of speaking out loud here. So you may have a piece of software on your computer that the developer's like, oh, well, if you've got that, then you're obviously cheating, even though, say, it's used for business applications, or something that your keyboard allows you to program macros in. And sometimes those macros get picked up as a exterior source of coding, and therefore you get called a cheater, even though it's not being used in the game or whatever. If Steam then, or Valve, takes that information back from those developers and say, all right, who have you all banned for cheating? Okay, well, then their accounts are getting banned Steam-wide. That is the concern I've got with this.
It says ban them from their game, but it does not define whether or not it reflects in the entirety of Steam.
Okay.
I cannot. Surely not. Sure.
Specifically, Valve says this, which is still confusing. The game developer is solely responsible for the decision to apply a game ban. Valve only enforces the game ban as instructed by the game developer. So there's your confusion. How do they enforce it?
Right. And how broad do they take it? Do they take it beyond the game? I mean, this is probably fallout from that. What did we talk about last week? Where they were banning the griefers and the
Killing Floor.
Killing Floor 2. Okay, yeah. So Killing Floor 2, they're banning the griefers. And so if you ban the griefer, is this just allowing Steam to, or the Valve a cushion saying we had nothing to do with you getting banned for griefing, blah blah blah? Or is this something that they're going to use maliciously in a way that, say, EA would, and fuck you over, period?
I'm reading the facts too, and they're not even defining whether or not.
No, and that's where I've got confusion over this.
This only applies to games that have been approved by this feature. And the game ban only applies to that specific game. There it is.
Okay. Not saying what Valve.
So do they just does Valve just block the product key then? The product key registration or what?
Probably.
For online play only. So it's through there. It's not. They don't block it for offline.
Well, for the most part, if you're a fucking cheater, you're cheating online.
Yeah. Why would you cheat on offline?
How feeble of a player are you if you have to cheat yourself in single player mode?
That's next level failure.
No, come on. You can't tell me
epic failure.
You can't tell me you all haven't done it. You take a game, you install a cheat mod to see what you can do to the game.
No. The
Grand
furthest
Theft Auto,
I have,
it's the only one, and that's because the cheat codes are built into the game.
I did it to Skyrim.
The furthest I have ever gone is back in the day installing no CD keys. So that I didn't have to fucking keep popping a CD in every time to load the game.
I played through Skyrim, and then I went back, I opened it up, and I gave myself all sorts of stuff through the cheat code and played and saw what I could do with it.
But you can give yourself anything in Skyrim just using the console command anyway.
That's what I did, yeah. And that's what I meant by cheating. That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Oh, now we have a definition of what's cheating and what's not.
But that is cheating yourself.
Yes, it is. Offline, single player.
Not that I've ever done it, but I know you can do it. If you were to spawn many golds. Just
spawn many golds. Is that the actual console command? Spawn many golds.
Spawn many golds.
$1 billion.
Well, along the line of banning all these people based on what they're doing, Grand Theft Auto 5 is banning different mods as well, what they feel may be inappropriate for really just for online player, but if they can online playing, but if you have a certain mod installed, they can ban you. Some such mods, you got to watch out. You install a mod and it happens to touch the field of view, the FOV, you could get banned.
See, now this was the biggest problem with the mods and the thought of modding with GTA 5 was you aren't really sure on, like, they made it very, very gray
Once you add online play, you're always going to have grey area with mods.
But Grand Theft Auto said, yeah, you can go ahead and mod our game. However, you might get banned.
Right.
So why would you even take that chance?
Ah, stupid.
That's what I don't quite get.
Oh well, I tried to show you my groundhog friend.
I saw a picture of your groundhog on Facebook.
Yeah, he was just outside my window.
He's like Puxatawny Phil, except he's what is he going to be called? He called New Jersey
Steve.
Ned.
We're calling him Steve.
New Jersey Steve.
That's rubbish.
That rolls off the tongue.
He eats all our weeds, so I like him.
He eats all your weed?
Weeds.
No, you don't want to be in your
Dandelions
weed.
and stuff.
That's like a horror movie waiting to happen.
That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Groundhog zombies.
Oh,
That'll be the next Call of Duty.
Oh, I have been changing images up here. My bad. All right, let's talk about Microsoft's thing. Microsoft had their press conference last week.
Yeah.
And they talked about how wonderful everything is going to be. One thing that's not in the topics list that I'll throw out there is that they're talking about how they're going to be making it easy for you to take natively built Android and iOS games and port them directly over to Microsoft. Bing, bang, boom. So all those games that are out there on your phones can now be played on your Windows 10.
Yep.
Yay.
So all those shit apps, don't call them games, all those shit apps that people have pooped out like diarrhea explosively and published now are available for play on your Windows 10.
Yeah. Aren't you lucky?
Tablet.
I can't wait to get Windows 10. The biggest thing, no, I can't say the biggest thing. The thing that interests me in the slightest, because it's the only thing that interests me, is the HoloLens thing, that wonderful...
It's the ripoff of the...
grinder goggles that you have to wear in the house.
Yep.
They showed that off, and they showed off what it can do, and it was pretty interesting, and you're going to expect a lot of stuff that goes on along with that, game-wise. Even Microsoft is suggesting that that's why they purchased Minecraft.
Because it's 8-bit, and they had Windows 8 at the time. Fantastic. Marketing. Oh, shit, we're Windows 10. What the hell are we going to have? We're going to have 10-bit graphics now.
They happen to think that it's the perfect way to integrate HoloLens as a gaming platform.
I can see that. They showed it on their release trailer, how Minecraft would work.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting.
That's selling bus passes to the retarded is what that's doing.
I don't know why they didn't show it in this conference, Minecraft, but they didn't.
This is a guy walking in his house. This is a guy walking into a wall because he's got a stupid fucking mask on and can't see what the hell's going on.
Everyone's watching
see-through, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, but you got other shit in your way, too.
It's not see. What do you mean it's see-through?
It's see-through.
I thought the goggles were see-through, and then it projects onto...
Oh, yes. That's true. Yeah, I thought you meant the objects in your house were see-through. No, they're not.
Oh, no. What kind of weird house are you living in?
No, you've got somebody
It's a
standing there
virtual house.
with a gun.
I would
pointed
love
at
to
your head,
watch
and
this
you're like,
TV, but it's see-through, and I can't see what's supposed to be on it.
Exactly. That wouldn't work.
I was going to sit on this couch, but someone forgot to add the clip to it. I fell right through. Oh, when someone mapped out my house, they removed the coffee table, but they didn't remove the clipping, and now I have a fucking broken chin. This is one of those things that still everybody is trying to force this, yet there is no application for it. That is the biggest problem with all these VR headsets. They're trying to force...
I don't know, I'm going to buy one of these and throw away all my computers and TVs. It's all right there. My third monitor broke today. Who needs it? I got it on the HoloLens.
Oh, you can snap to Bing. Did you see that?
Snap to Bing. You can definitely snap to Bing. And to Skype.
Yeah. All right. And
all of this It's funny because this entire thing is all fucking CGI.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it is. People are watching him walk around and stare at blank walls.
Yeah, there's all these people thinking, "Oh, this is going to be fucking awesome." No, you're going to look like a fucking retard because it's not going to work anything like this.
No. What is that thing on
now
the
we need the
table?
nude mods for everyone that comes over.
That would be fun.
Oh no. No one wants that.
The virtual fishbowl.
Okay, so they're also talking about Microsoft, that is, how if you have an Xbox One, it's going to seamlessly stream right to your Windows 10
No, it
computer.
isn't.
And
So now you need two Microsoft pieces of hardware to play a fucking game that before you could play on one. This is telling me that that both the Xbox One and Windows 10 are such a fail that they have to try and combine them somehow to mimic something worth paying for. However, why buy one item at twice the price when you can buy two items at 5 times the price at half the usage?
I don't know. I don't know why you need to stream it to your computer if you're got your Xbox hooked up to your TV playing right there. Why do you want it to go to your laptop now on the smaller screen?
Well, it's not even a laptop.
Yeah, it does.
The Windows 10 is a fucking tablet shit
Yeah, it is. You're right.
that you can clip into a fucking keypad.
It doesn't make any sense. Surely the other way I could understand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's too complex.
Valve already does the other way. Yeah, big picture.
That doesn't stream though, does it? We still need a.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it doesn't. Not yet. Not until the
You still
Steam
need a
box
connection.
comes.
Yeah. Sure, that's got to be. Out of all these things they've invented, why don't they just invent something that I can clip into my TV and play my PC games on my TV?
Because that's thinking progressively.
Logically, yeah.
The biggest thing is that Microsoft seems to be in a regressive spiral, and I'm not sure why. It's just retarded.
I'm
the
confused
Illuminati.
by this setup that they have here. I'm watching the video from Engadget of how they tried it, and I'm trying to figure out why do they have an HDMI cable coming out of the laptop? Are we watching a restream of the laptop, or are we on the TV, or are we watching the Xbox on the TV? Why is there an HDMI cable there?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's rigged, I tells you. All right.
I tells you.
All right, Black Ops.
What?
Black Ops 3.
Is
Right?
that where
Or did
we're
I
gonna go?
skip one? You want me? All right,
Skip
I
one.
did skip one. All right, so before I go to Black Ops 3, which is coming up, obviously, this year's E3, that's the big electronics entertainment expo that happens over in LA in June of this year. It's going to have a press conference for PCs.
I saw this.
A
But I did not
gaming
read it.
show. It sounds more to me like somebody's going to be a PC-based magazine is going to be focusing on PC-based games during the show, not a whole special press conference. But I could be wrong.
What would you even put in the PC gaming press conference?
Windows 10 streaming.
Hey, there's nothing coming out that's like.
Well, they say there is a list. The list of companies that they plan on interviewing anyways is going to be AMD, Blizzard Entertainment, Bohemia Interactive, Cliff Bleszinski, Cloud Imperium Games, Dean Hall, Devolver, Humble Bundle, Heart Machine, Paradox Interactive, Square Enix, and Tripwire Interactive.
So we're going to see Tripwire talking about Killing Floor 2.
Cliff Bleszinski is going to be popping pecs.
Who are the other ones?
Blizzard will be talking about the next WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
guess I can get this into
unfortunately, developers have really pushed their development cycle towards consoles first, and that's a lot to do with the fact that it's fixed hardware.
Yeah.
But by the same token, it's also not, and we get PC gamers, we get indie games.
Yeah.
Same Flash game over and over and over with different shapes instead of.
The thing is, with the fixed hardware, it's always safe, but you could do so much more using the PC, but it just take more work.
Yeah, and developers are getting lazier and lazier.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get that dollar.
See, I agree with some of these. The Kotaku writes their thoughts about it, and I'm absolutely on board with this number 3. It's weird that a gaming news outlet is putting on an E3 press conference.
Yeah, rather than a press conference by developers. E3 is a shit show anyways now. It used to be the entertainment expo for everyone. Now it's
in second place now. I don't even know what it is.
It's not even about entertainment usually. It's about hardware and developments in operating systems.
That's all that press conference.
That seems to all it ever gets put out there. It's even worse than the CES.
It's not meant to be for the consumer, I guess. It's meant to be for the press to then relate again to the consumer.
But it's only for certain press. Not all the press.
Why not? Is it? What do you mean? How's it not
Is this
all the press?
one where you had to qualify? You had to pay for your ticket, yes, but you had to qualify as well to be on their list of people that could purchase the tickets.
No. I've gotten a free in before, but I also go under my developer status as a free in. Yeah, I don't know why they pay for tickets when they say industry only, and industry gets in for free.
Yeah.
I haven't figured that one. So yeah, I'm going under, like, I could go under 3 monikers this year.
Maybe we should go to E3 instead of PAX.
You could. I'll tell you, I get kind of bored with E3. But then again, I did at PAX too. I can't say that it's just that. You go to PAX, it's a 3 or 4 day event, and you're excited for a day and a half. Then half a day you go anyways, and then you don't go. 2 days. 2 days it's good for. Yeah. And the same thing with E3.
But the thing is, we go to PAX.
I think that's the same with all, isn't it? It's all conferences and these things. The thing you see everything.
Yeah, the thing that I like about PAX when we go is we go, we know what we're looking for, we know what we're looking at, and we're able to efficiently go through pretty much the entire floor in 2 days, and then it allows us another 2 days for casually walking through if there's something we want to revisit, or just pounding back the beer.
The beer is an important part. You see, you got a nice chunk of time for that.
Yeah, we try and drink Seattle Dry, and it hasn't happened yet.
Not trying hard enough.
Oh, there was a couple times I tried a little too hard.
Yes. It's true.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Black Ops 3 has their... What is it? They're talking about their co-op campaigns and whatever else is going on with them. I am not sure I'm interested or not. I heard that there's a is Treyarch working on this? I think Treyarch is.
Yeah, it's a Treyarch.
I heard there's a possibility that we'll have somebody from Treyarch here talking with us one day soon.
I heard that as well. It could just be rumor. It could be speculation. It could be
both.
Could be a drunken.
It could just be a downright lie. I mean,
the thing that I find interesting is that, I know quite a few of the people that are at Treyarch, and a lot of actually people that are from the Call of Duty series back in the day when we could mod it. Treyarch snapped up a lot of the modders
They definitely did.
A lot of the good modders. And so they're in there. And I know that if they had their way, we would still be able to mod this game. So that is going to be one of the things I am going to, because obviously it has gone to a console thing, but I wonder if they're getting tired of pumping out a soulless game every year versus back when the game actually did have a soul and was alive and it had longevity and it had more than the flash in the pan interest.
It had a community more than anything.
Yes.
There's no community now.
No.
Not at all.
Perhaps if they're smart and they have the resources, they can turn this into what Valve is trying to do, pay mods. They can turn this into something that is lucrative and provides modders a way to really express themselves.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem is that when you put something out on consoles, more so I believe the Xbox than the PlayStation, but when you put something out on the Xbox, Microsoft has the say on what gets put out and when. Every patch, every bit of DLC, everything like that has to go through Microsoft.
Yeah. It's like going through Apple.
Yeah. Now this last bit that I just saw on here is a little bit of shite. Pre-order now, get beta access. Okay, I'm not going to pay for beta access ever. I'm sorry. Fuck you. The other thing is pre-order it on Steam, $120.
Yeah,
$120.
I saw Welsh's message about this. The thing is, it's not even a beta; it's a demo. They haven't baited Call of Duty in how many years?
Yeah.
It's tried and tested. They haven't changed anything. You can't break it if you don't change it. I just can't be arsed anymore with any of the Call of Duty. I didn't even buy the last one. Yeah, that's all right. I haven't bought one.
I haven't bought the last 3, I don't think. I think Black Ops was the last one that I... Did I buy Black Ops or World at War?
Black
I think
Ops
I didn't. Did I have Black Ops?
You got Black Ops.
I can't remember.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's
you know
not
what?
on my
I think
shelf.
you got it because you compared it to World at War and you were like, I'd rather play World at War. And that's why we played it.
Because we bought Black Ops for the zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was the last one. World at War was the last moddable one. And Black Ops was the one I got burned on, and after that I haven't played.
World at War was the last good one.
It was the last moddable
bit. It was the last decent game.
So, yeah.
All right. Other news: Silent Hill is canceled. I don't really care. I never really cared for the series, but
no, I don't.
If Silent Hill is quiet and then it's canceled, does anybody really even know?
Yeah. Does it make a sound? I think Welshie would care.
Really?
He used to like a couple of them.
Really?
I thought he liked
Welshie doesn't care about anything except beer. Really?
And murdering hookers. Sorry, what?
And see, now, you say that jokingly. Yet he has this morbid fascination with walking down a particular street in Vancouver where there is lots of hookers and gay people. Seriously, he's got this fascination like, oh, we should walk down this street. I'm like, why? It's like 3 blocks out of our way. Yet he wants to walk down there.
That's his hunting ground.
So
that could go any which way. Yep. They're also in the news.
Maybe that's why he's in the marathon, is he's practicing running away.
Yes. You got to be fast. All right. So yeah, and this last one is that the esports is trying to come up with ways to apparently not have any image for this. Esports is trying to come up with a way to let you bet on games.
So, in other words, it's called 1-800-BOOKIE. Fucking call Las Vegas. You can bet on anything.
Pretty much.
If they will accept bids or bets on the sex of the royal baby and then the name of the royal baby, if they will, they're taking bets. Like, you can actually place a bet, and they'll tell you the odds of the Earth getting devastated by a meteorite strike. Why would you want to bet on that, and why would it pay off? But do it.
Well, it may not be legal, but there's a system out there called Unicorn that you can use for betting on League of Legends.
League of Losers.
It doesn't surprise me. I know you can bet on Call of Duty, not Call of Duty, just 'cause it's in my head. Counter-Strike by putting up items, Steam items.
Yeah, you can bet on anything.
Yeah, I bet you 2 hats.
Yeah, pretty much. 2 items, two items of a certain rarity. Put them up.
Okay, that's all I got. Unless you guys want to mention anything else.
Cue the
Don't all go at
crickets.
once.
Yeah.
I found a free-to-play shooter that's quite fun.
What's it called?
Called Heroes and Generals. It's kind of like Battlefield meets Red Orchestra in a way. It's alright. It's pretty decent because then it's free.
Yeah. The front cover looks a little rough, but okay.
Pretty quick.
Yes, I did. Okay.
And KF2, you guys have been playing it, and you think?
Have not played it.
Not.
Oh, good.
I've been waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
Money well wasted, isn't it?
No. I've got it now. I was going to spend it anyways. Now or when it's released.
Just preempting the spending, that's all.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Okay. So then I'll wrap it up, and thank you guys. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it very much when you guys join me for the show. Breesy, thanks for joining me today.
Are you
Not showing up next week now. It's just going to be Foyle sat there, just in the one window, sad and lonely.
Sad Foyle.
Yeah. Well.
That's no problem for me turning up, by the way.
Thank you, Breesy.
Next week, I think I'm in a meeting, so I won't be here.
That figures.
A meeting. Is it
meeting?
Vacation time again? Get
Yeah.
that tracing bracelet off?
I was doing so well, but then I just couldn't help but grope people.
Stryder, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's always an adventure. That was very creepy, B. Very creepy.
I do try, and that's what she said.
All right, we'll be something might happen next week, so check us out. And if you have anything else you want us to talk about, or you want to tell us, hit up mailbag at MODSonair.com, and have a great week. Find something to play and let us know.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to ModsOnline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
I think after showing the mods for Skyrim, Stryder might be interested now to finally download and install that game that he purchased, just so he can see My Little Pony. Breathing Fire.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
That's a spicy meatball.
You want Mario in there, Joe? Should I think of Mario when you say that?
I don't know.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Pony's gone bad. Pony's gone bad. Breathing fire.